This is how you can bring your Foley tracks into your Pro Tools edit or mix session. We have 12 tracks of Foley that were recorded, and we're going to combine them into 1 or 2 tracks or 3 tracks that we can bring into our other Pro Tools sessions. If we didn't have any overlapping tracks, like for instance here we have 3 overlapping Foley tracks, so this might be cloth and foot pass and maybe a prop pass. So we can't combine these into one track, we need to use several tracks. I'm going to start off by creating 3 mono audio tracks. Foley Scene 5 A, B, C. If we didn't have overlapping tracks, we could just create 1, but in this case we have to create at least 3. So I'm just going to drag these up to these tracks. We're going to use the same method we used when we copied the OMF tracks into the dialogue tracks, where we select a clip, hold down Control and Option, and drag up a copy of the clip. What that does is it leaves our Foley session intact, so that way if we need to go back to it and reference anything or access playlists, we can still do that. I have my 3 Foley tracks. I'm going to save the session. Here I am in the edit session. I have Foley tracks that I created for the tracks that I'm going to bring in. So it's a good idea to select a track above where you want your tracks to come in. Use Import Session Data, navigate to the Foley session, Foley Scene 5A, B, and C, and I'm importing them to new tracks. Choose to copy from source media, so that way it just puts all my select Foleys into the folder for this particular edit session. In the Foley session, I was working with the same video as in this session, so any work I do when I bring it in is going to fall into the exact same place. Now I just need to bring these tracks down to the corresponding Foley tracks. Let's say I were to designate Foley 1 and 2 as footsteps. I would go through each Foley track and drag the footsteps down, and then I designate 3 and 4 as cloth, so I'll drag the cloth down to there. And as I drag tracks down, I'm selecting it and just holding down Control, so that way I drag them down in sync. And then I can just delete these. And then I'll just proceed with all my other scenes, bringing each one in, dragging them down to the Foley tracks.